Google Maps is a free and public database, literally. I mean, just look at this business page. It has everything to seduce you. And if that page includes a website, there is even a chance you will find an email address. At this point, I'm ready to propose. But here is a catch. To get this data, you could copy and paste it manually until your last breath, literally. Do the math. There are 86,400 seconds in a day and over 200 million leads on Google Maps. This might take a while. So maybe, just maybe, it's better to automate the extraction process with a web scraping tool. And among the Google Maps scraping tools, two stand out: LeadStal and Scrub.io. How do they work? Can they fetch email addresses? Can they handle large-scale scraping? Hi, my name is François, and today we're comparing LeadStal and Scrub.io. Let's start with the basics, meaning what exactly are LeadStal and Scrub.io. First thing I'd like to do is to check at their landing pages. They usually give us some clues. For LeadStal, we get lead generation, data scraping and extractor tools for everyone. For Scrub.io, we get Google Maps list generator. Alright, let's dig a little deeper. On LeadStal's Tools tab, we notice something important. Tools with an S. Plural. Scrub.io, on the other hand, has one and only one tool, which means one thing: we cannot compare LeadStal and Scrub.io. Instead, we have to compare LeadStal's Google Maps Scraper and Scrub.io. Now that we have cleared that up, let's jump into the tutorial. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, where do we start? We can start with LeadStal.com, so I click on Tools and let's try Google Maps Scraper. So far so good. So it's a Chrome extension, so I add it to Chrome. It will be a good start. Download the latest extension package. Okay, I download the extension in zip format, then unpack the files into their own directory. Okay, I think I got it. I do a right click here and I extract all. Extract. It seems like I've successfully unzipped the file. What's next? In Chrome, navigate to Chrome extensions. I think I can do that. Enable the developer mode and click the load unpacked, then select the Gmap lead generation folder. Sure, the developer mode, load unpacked, and I select my file, and boom, it's done. They said it themselves. Alright, I think it's time to give it a try, so let's go for a Google Maps query, and I can click on generate leads. Okay, so the tool directly scrapes on the browser. It scrolls down to the bottom of the page one bit at a time, and each time it clicks on the listing page in order to scrape the detailed page, which is a page we can see behind the pop-up. 15 leads, that shall do. I click on stop and I click on view results. And here is my database. What about the filters? Social media links. If the company has been verified with or without a phone number, email, websites, ratings. Okay, and if I want to export the file, let's go for Excel. Title, website, email, phone number, category, address, total, but total of what? Okay, it was a total review, split it into positive reviews and negative reviews. The rating, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest and YouTube, coordinates and subtitle, whatever that means. Okay, maybe we can do it with Scrub.io. Let's give it a try. By the way, by clicking the link in the description, you can get your first 100 leads free of charge. Once I've created an account, I can directly go to my dashboard, and this is a place and this is a tab where I can make all my requests. As you can see, things are pretty straightforward. Here, the browser is not needed. We don't have to directly type our own request, our own query. Instead, we do things like this. Each request is divided into two parts, the activity part and the location criteria. And location criteria itself is divided into four parts: country, level 1 division, level 2 division, and city. If we take the United States as an example, level 1 division is represented by states and level 2 division by counties. Why have we decided to call them this way? It's because the term level 1 and level 2 division obviously depend on the country you are living in, right? Or simply on the country you are targeting. Among the activities activity, we have access to more than 4,000 different categories. These are the official Google Maps categories. So let's go for restaurants. Let's go for another country, United States. I can directly type it here. And as a city, Nashville. Maybe I can make things even more accurate because maybe in the US we can find like several cities with Nashville as a name. So I can specify Tennessee here. And as a city, Nashville. And if I click on search, I have an overview of how many results I can retrieve. But that's not all. I can filter my database, essential filters or advanced filters. If establishments are permanently closed, if they include a website, a phone number, email, social media links, main activity only, every establishment can include multiple categories, multiple activities. The point is that you have to set up one main activity, but you also have the choice to set up multiple subcategories. So if I check main activity only yes, it means I only want to gather restaurants, true restaurants, not like hotels which can also make restaurant, or cafes which can also be considered as a restaurant. No. For the advanced filters, Google Maps listing claimed. If the owner has claimed his company on Google, if he has created a Google business profile, rating, number of reviews, number of photos, contact form on website, or add pixel, let's say closed permanently no, with an email address and a rating above 3 out of 5 stars. Click on filter and voila. All that remains to do is to export your data, and you can even set up an exported lines limit if you want to. Once it's done, you can check all the exports you have done so far within your My Exports tab, and let's download a file in a CSV or Excel format. Here we go. Google ID, name, description is closed permanently, all types, websites, phone number, full address, which is divided into different subtypes, coordinates, the links, the owner name, owner ID, place ID, email address, social media links, first seen on, price range, reviews count, reviews rating, reviews per score, photos count, photos, occupancy, working hours, characteristics, SEO related data, if the company has got a website, of course, website title, meta keywords, meta description, meta image, meta generator, additional email addresses if available, additional contact pages if available, and additional social media links if available. And we end up with website technologies on the website at pixels. So in overall, we have access to a more comprehensive data set, but what's more is that we can scale things up. As you can see, usually I was only doing some demo extractions, but I can perfectly get thousands of leads or tens of thousands of leads if I want to. Here was a database related to restaurants in the US with a Facebook account, I assume, and here was a file with all restaurants in France. And as you can see, it's quite a lot of data rows. And the point is that it's very easy to do that. Depending on my plan, I can scrape data based on a city, but also based on a county, based on a state, but also based on an entire country. So I can perfectly get all restaurants in the United States in just a couple of clicks. And it's quite a huge number. To wrap things up, I have a confession to make. I lied to you. At the very beginning of this video, I said Google Maps is a free and public database. Well, that's not entirely true. For example, if you type a super generic query in Google, you technically get millions of results. Technically. But in reality, you can't go past page 30. Same thing on Google Maps. Search for bars in Paris and you will get a list of 120 places max. And trust me, there are way more than 120 bars in Paris. I speak from experience. In other words, just because Google Maps has 200 million business leads doesn't mean you can access all of them through your browser. And that is exactly LeadStal's biggest limitation. it scrapes directly through your browser. Scrap.io, on the other hand, doesn't have that issue, which is why large-scale extractions work just as smoothly as small ones. So if you want to give it a try, click the link in the description. You will get your first 100 leads free of charge. This is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, you can subscribe. There is nothing else to see. Bye!